Hi everyone. If you've listened to episode 50 of the podcast, this is the video of us getting our futures told by this lovely gentleman right here. It has already happened.
Yes.
It was very crazy for me.
It's already happened. The future
Yeah.
is the past.
Oh,
it's
it's
the
so
present right
fucking
now.
meta.
I was
It's
gonna
so
say,
fucking
is there
meta.
a weird meta
This is
quality
huge.
about us recording the past? What's supposed to be the...
There are implications. There
Yeah.
are implications, but it doesn't matter because it's all already happened.
It has already happened.
Exactly.
Tom will explain along the way what is happening if you don't know, like Tom and I didn't know,
Will
as
I
in this
explain?
Tom and I,
Oh,
this
right.
Tom will explain to both of us about tarot reading. Anyway, here we go.
Alrighty, episode 50, Appendix 1.
Yeah, so we mentioned by now you will have already listened, if you're looking for this, to episode 50 of the podcast starring this very special man.
If you
here.
haven't, then
Yes,
lucky you
exactly.
for stumbling across this.
Yeah, you
Wowee.
think you guys are crazy.
Yeah, if you were stumbling across a random person getting a tarot reading on the internet, it is from a podcast that we have done. Feel free to listen to it. Links will be in the description, of course.
Link will be in the
So I'm
description.
about to get I'm going to move this.
Like, comment, subscribe. I've
All
always
of
wanted
that.
to say that on a YouTube video. I've
and
never been on
5
that.
stars.
That's it. I've never.
If you're an old fan of YouTube, which you're
thumbs
not.
up. I think it's just thumbs up, thumbs down now, isn't it?
It is, but it was 5 stars.
Thumbs down doesn't
Many
even
moons
do
ago.
anything anymore.
Yeah.
What does that mean? What do you mean?
Like, thumbs down is basically ignored, like it doesn't have any effect since no negativity on our platform.
Negativity on our platform.
The only way in which you see it is on a video is like thing. On comments, thumbs down does nothing.
I understand.
Yes.
Jordy,
I'm ready.
are you though?
I am. To pick the right cards. I don't know how to do this though, so
To
we'll
pick
have
the
to
right
tell me.
cards. That's
alright.
kind of a weird statement.
Well, I'm going to pick the right cards.
Any cards that you pick are going to be the right cards. We did say that already, but that's one of the tenets of my own tarot philosophy, if you will, is that any card that is picked is the right card. Convenient, which means that because no one can make mistakes that way.
World's
because-
lamest magician.
That's
This
it.
is
World's
your card.
lamest magician. Hashtag world's lamest magician. You can put hashtags in YouTube stuff, can't you?
You can, yeah.
Hashtag world's lamest magician. I claim that one for myself. Have you ever seen tarot cards before?
I have.
Do you want to have a flick through?
Does that pose any problems? Me
Not
looking
at all.
for
No,
it?
not at all. You just see a
Do
couple
you know
of.
what all of these mean? All of them.
Oh well.
Some of them have names.
More or less,
Some of them
yeah.
don't.
More or less. Say yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely, I do.
Yeah.
Absolutely, I do.
I love the art on these.
Do you know what's funny about this? This camera's recording in binaural, so it's a very like sensory experience.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that you'll be.
Like this has dual microphones on it, so you're on the right channel, me and Jordy are on the left channel. It's a very personal
The
experience.
podcast
As
does
if-
not sound like this.
As if you were really here with
Yeah.
us. That's so
Which
very.
you are.
That's so
Welcome.
sweet.
Us
to-
creepily looming at them. They're also about the equivalent height of a short person.
So
Or me.
You're taller than that.
should be here.
I
Take
have
it
to
back. Take it back.
Shuffle it myself.
Just hold. Yeah, actually, yeah, you should.
Yeah?
You should shuffle it yourself.
Jack.
It's like I'm just making it up as I go along.
Are
I
you?
swear I'm not. There are a few things that I will make up, and then most of it I won't.
Okay. Explain for the lovely viewers what has happened.
You're shuffling those cards, and if I believed in magic, I do.
Sort of throw down.
Yeah, if I believe in magic, and I do. That was good. What I would say is that you're transferring energy into the cards. Psychic energy, if you will.
I will.
Will you? That's good,
Uh-huh.
because I will too.
I'm feeling it.
Good.
I actually am a little bit. That's weird.
At this point, I will ask you to stop shuffling.
Okay.
So we can do it a couple of different ways. If there is no question that you have, like when, will I think like in the movies? Will I meet my future wife soon, or have I already met her, or will I get my dream job? Those are some common ones. You can have a question like that.
I did not have one prepared, unfortunately.
That's okay.
That's okay? Okay, good.
All it means is that it could tell you anything.
Yeah.
So when there's no constraints on what you're looking for, the information that you receive could relate to fucking anything.
So I apply my own meaning to it, basically.
Sure, yeah. Which you'd be doing anyway, but
Well,
you'd just be doing it beforehand by picking the question.
Right. Okay.
You don't have to pick a question.
I don't have one off the top at the moment. I'm doing
That's
alright, so I'm just gonna go in and see where it takes me on the wild roller coaster of magic.
Live on the wild side.
Spread these out for me. Just
What, just like...
Yep, spread them out. Just in a row. Yep, like that. Spread them nicely. Yeah, spread them a little more. Spread them like you mean it, Jordy. Spread them like...
So many bad jokes.
Spread them like they're... Pick 3 cards. I'm feeling ambitious. Pick 3 cards.
Do I turn them or just...
Don't turn them just yet. I'm glad that you asked.
do that one?
Excuse me while I get these ones out of the way. Oh my god. Such a hard reading surface here.
Ooh.
It's not like we have a nice table.
It's alright. So, with no constraints on the reading, this will be a past, present, and future reading.
Okay.
So, yesterday, today, and tomorrow, maybe, would be a different way, another way of looking at it.
Mm-hmm.
Something that might, the past card might remind you of something from your past.
So not necessarily from yesterday, but from yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Present would be something that you could learn from the present, something to keep in mind, something that's maybe happening that you're not aware of yet.
Okay.
It's going to be exciting because you didn't ask a question. You might not realize.
I think I prefer it this way.
Yeah,
and
then the future card could be anything as well.
Okay. So I do it from this way then. The way you've been gesturing is that this would be past, present, or do I decide that myself now?
No, they're usually in order, and
Okay.
yeah, it usually is from left to right from where you're looking at them.
Okay.
I don't generally, for those playing at home, I don't generally run inversions in my deck. Sometimes a card means something different if it's upside down or not.
Okay.
I don't like to do that.
All right.
I think it's a little bit too much. I think the tarot deck, just with upright cards, has enough variety of meaning in it already.
Plenty of options.
That's it.
Yeah.
78 of them, to be precise.
Wow. Okay.
Flip this one over. This is the part. This will be the past card.
Here we go. Death.
How
No,
would you die in the past?
I don't know. That'll be this one.
the 2 of Pentacles.
Let me show it to
That's
the
what this
camera.
card. That's what
Oh,
this
yeah.
card's called.
Oh yeah, you show.
All right, that's all right.
Because you'll be able to explain. I won't.
This little guy. This
That is my past card right there.
That's your past card there. You're right. Twos. So the suit of Pentacles. There are 4 suits. The suit of Pentacles relates to the element of Earth,
Okay.
and to the concept of the body, health, and pragmatic matters such as money.
Okay.
Two is duality. 2 is also balance. This guy's actions here, as he does there, he's juggling. So it's can be financial balance. It can be health. It can be the balance of your health. It could be the balance between different areas of your life.
That's interesting. I have some stuff that I can easily apply that to, but I don't feel comfortable putting it on
That's
here.
okay.
But
That's okay.
There's something there for that.
Benji, that's my brother.
Mm.
Of course, we know.
Yeah.
Just for those playing at home, Benji's my brother. Benji, if you're watching this, I hope you're screaming confirmation bias at your laptop screen right now, because of course I did just do that thing where you throw out something super vague and then wait for someone to. Yeah, that's I've been told by a friend of mine that's a counsellor that's a really popular counselor's trick.
If it works, it works. I can definitely see it working.
That's it.
Like,
yeah.
I mean, it's ever so vague, the stuff that I'm comparing it to, but there's, yeah.
Let me do another counselor's trick. What do you see? What do you think the card is? What do you see? What does it make you feel?
Maybe the pessimist in me, but you said it was about balance, but when I first saw it, it looks like imbalance because they're not balanced. Because he's holding them like this.
Well, balance can be done poorly, as we
that's true.
as we well know. Yeah, balance and imbalance.
What is that in the background? A ship. Oh, waves going up and down. Interesting. Also
Balance
can relate to balance, I suppose, finding your balance.
Balance being found in a moment, but balance being maintained as well. So balance is not something that you find and then go, oh, that's balance. Balance is a state of being through time.
Whack.
Mic drop.
Whack.
Whack.
Broken a lot of mics today.
His tarot cards, whack. His Two of Pentacles, whack. Jordy, he's done his work.
He's what?
Nothing.
That's going to sound very strange
Present.
on there. Present card.
Oh, fuck.
The Hermit. Is
So,
that a good oh fuck or not?
Oh, it's all good, man.
It's Gandalf right there.
We'll both do it.
I'm trying to like make the focus on it.
That's alright, I'll go.
Oh, this camera don't have focus.
Nice
baby.
one.
so there are
That
four.
doesn't sound good, that one.
You don't like it?
Well, I mean, I would consider myself the biggest hermit of them all.
You had a bit of a reaction, meaning sounding like it wasn't too good.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, is being a hermit a good thing? I've always been told it's not, but I like to be one, so I don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is how tarot works. There are four suits, pentacles, and then there are some others, which I hope we'll see at least one of them here. But they are the minor arcana cards. Then we have the major arcana cards. These are the ones like Death, the Devil. There are much better ones as well. Yeah, the Hermit.
I've heard of this one.
Have you really? What have you heard about this one?
Well, as in I know of its existence, like this and the Death one, and the there's one with like a knight on it, isn't there? I don't know which one that. I could be making that up.
Oh, there's the
Random
the
vague
knights.
memories.
The knights belong to all the suits. So
Right.
you have a Knight of Pentacles, you have a Knight of
Okay.
Wands and Cups. And
If you name more of them, I'd remember them. But this one I have heard of before, and I don't know. Why
what do you reckon about Hermitude, Jordy?
I mean,
How does it make you feel looking at that card? What sort of things do you feel? What sort of things do you see objectively, and then tell me what you feel then as a result of that.
it's interesting because he looks like he's looking for something. Well, he's got the lantern and he's kind of like searching, looking down or something. But I don't know because I don't.
A fourth wall observation more than anything.
I'm gonna apply my own meaning to this
Yeah.
thing here. You backseat taroting right now? I'm not a big fan.
Backseat
well,
reader?
The card is made out of a nice material, which means this is a good fate.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying, like, he looks as if he is searching, which is something that I am doing at the moment. Having mentioned on the podcast as well, if you have seen it, that I am taking steps to improve my mental health. But the thing is, I don't want to be a hermit anymore. So maybe this one is what changes it.
I don't even really want to say anything else about this card, to be honest with you.
Tell me at the end then, maybe.
Your face is wonderful to look at, like the reactions you
I
have.
can't get enough of this, man, I'll tell you what.
It's just good. This is why I love doing this shit.
Should
Why
I
don't
do
just-
this one now?
No.
Not yet? Just let me simmer on this one a bit more?
Leave that for the future, Jordy.
Yeah, I get it. Do these symbols mean anything?
That's the signature. That's the signature of the artist, man.
Oh.
Pamela Coleman Smith.
So it doesn't mean anything.
Is that like the designer version of it? Is she the one? Is that the one to buy? This one?
Oh,
Is there ones that are looked at poorly as opposed to?
you can get. Oh fuck! Here we go. There are like 101 billion different types of this deck,
Can we get Minecraft ones?
dude. Yeah,
I would
you can
not
get.
be
Like
surprised.
they've probably done.
That's kinda cursed.
They've
I've
probably
seen
done
this.
like a fucking Skyrim print. Like
Yeah.
you can get vampires.
Sure,
You
buy
can
that.
get like Wiccan decks,
I would buy
pagan decks, like ones with like vampires on them and shit. This is the OG for the Western world. You can do like going back further. You've got like Egyptian tarot cards, and then like when they made their way over to the East, there's like a whole different set of symbologies connected to them. But This is the OG for the Western world. It was, as it says here, this one here, Radiant Rider Weight.
Okay.
It's a Rider. This is the deck that I'm using right now, just for anyone that cares. There you go. It's the Rider. Oh, I can't quite. Oh, there we go. Is that? Oh, there we go. It's the Rider Waite Tarot deck. Original illustrations by Pamela Coleman Smith. She was an artist that did basically nothing of note for her career, except for this.
Right.
And
You're
we're
right,
back. The light's red, dude. We're back.
He just dropped a massive bombshell on me right as the fucking battery died on this thing. So would you care to explain it again? He's just told me what the Hermit
The
means.
Hermit is going on a journey by himself into the cave that he is scared of the most. It's a big fucking metaphor. Everything is always, in my own humble opinion, it's when we turn our lens inward. It's when our goals are not found outside of ourselves anymore, where our locus of value is not what people think of us or what kind of fucking job we have. It's when we turn it inside and we bring our lantern and our walking stick and we fucking trudge on into it. The things that we might learn.
I'm excited.
That's what he finds out. Okay, go. Do it.
Alright, shall I show the camera first before I do it?
Maybe. Oh, fuck!
Surely not.
Do I need to say anything?
That says strength, by the way.
It does say strength.
Mighty warrior right here.
Interesting that you should say that. What do you see?
At first I thought she was strangling it. Is she strangling? No, she's patting it, okay. Well, it's like... I mean, she's like tamed this lion, by the looks of it. So, taming things that would otherwise be uncontrolled in your life. And taking control of them. And having strength. My mic drop.
That was your mic drop. That was your mic
You
drop.
guys still like reimburse me on
Oh.
costs.
My goodness.
This is actually kind of fucking whack, man.
Yeah. What's really funny
It's funny how,
what's really funny is how often I hear that.
Yeah, well, we just literally dissected it. Not even an hour ago we dissected it, and it still makes me feel
We
things.
explained how it
Yeah.
works. We actually explained
And I know
how
what
it
is happening
works.
to me.
Not like tarot cards though, just like general kind of like psychic future.
Yeah.
I guess this
we
is
could
kind
have.
of-
We
Like,
could
it's
have
along
done
the
tarot
same
cards.
lines.
Let's do tarot cards once the camera stops rolling. But she's not a fucking weightlifter, obviously. The
Yeah.
kind of strength that she exhibits, and look at the lion's body language too. She's made the lion her bitch.
Tamed. Yeah, yeah.
Like, very, in a way that's very gentle. I love the symbology of the original art. This is another reason why I bought the deck that I bought. It's a virtue. It's forever.
Oh, infinity.
Again, dude. Here, balance is not something that you find and keep with you for a while. Balance keeps going. Balance is something that you hold. It's not a transient thing. It takes time, as does strength. It will be with you for time. It's a journey, dude. So, and 9, yeah. So that's it.
That's.
You said most of it already, but
Do the
it's-
numbers mean anything? You were just about to mention them.
yeah. I'm not really good. I'm not too good at the numerology, man.
Dude, you don't even fucking need to really know what they mean to make this have an effect on people, or a little bit, like what you said. But I mean, this is pretty cut and dry.
It's kind of, yeah. I mean, the major arcanas is kind of easier. Numbers. You guys are really much better with numbers than I am. So there's 78. There's 78 cards in a tarot deck.
How many permutations?
Not how many permutations, but wonder how many of these motherfuckers there are. How many? I really should know this. But
Oh, there's multiples of these in there.
no, just one of each. But the major arcana cards, there's only about 20 of them. What are the odds
12,
of?
didn't you before, I think, maybe? I haven't made that
I
up.
think it might be 20.
Okay.
Think it's
I'll trust you over me,
I
actually.
think there's like 20 of these guys, the majors. What's the odds of pulling 2 out of 3 of them in your read? Out of a 78 card deck, what's the odds of
Come on,
pulling 2 out of 20?
Matt.
2 out of 7. I don't know. Because I just simplified it.
2 out of 7?
Well, because
Well, that would
20
be literally
over
correct.
70.
Yeah.
There was a 2 out of 7. Doesn't sound
And you
as
can
impressive.
simplify that to 1 over
3.5.
3.5. And you can simplify
then
it.
pulling 2 of them is even more though.
Yeah, that's
Even less percent or whatever.
The minor arcanas relate more to like very small day-to-day things, like as I said, finance and health. These guys are attributes. These guys are the big things. These guys are the big things that happen to us.
I can quite easily now, with all the 3 of these together, attribute this to what is happening to me right now. That's what's whack. I mean, it's of course a blanket thing. I'm trying to rationalize it. I'm just gonna stick with it. It's magic. Do this at home. It's fun.
It also, I don't know if I'm a sucker for like thinking about this, but it also tells a tale of you being dehydrated over time. Like, this is the color of your teeth. I'm sorry that I picked up on that.
Yeah. I call myself Peter. And
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There it
I
is.
think I actually am. I do need to drink more water in my life. But
Slowly drinking less water.
Magic is
now stay tuned while I finish this entire water bottle.
How to And we're back. This time with bigger cards. This is my friend Tom, and I'm gonna read some tarot cards for him.
Did I just deny you a handshake right there very awkwardly?
No, not at all.
Okay,
I was just
cool.
gesturing. I was just gesturing to you. Although,
Okay.
put it there, buddy.
Yeah, I'm left-handed, so I can't handshake right-handed people properly.
It was so rude of me.
Yeah.
It's like being heteronormative. I'm sure there's a word for it. Assuming that people are right-handed. Is there a word for it?
Just being a normal person, I guess, because no one realizes that left-handers are a thing. You know, scissors don't work for me properly. I'm just gonna shuffle it again.
Yeah, please do. Fill it with your energies.
I'm like focusing in that quantum lens down to my particular slipstream of time.
Just feel that quantum energy
Fuck yeah.
going into the cards.
It's a real thing. That's
No,
actually
fuck
how the
yeah.
world works.
Say it again, though.
So, do you know every decision you make?
Just the thing that you said earlier, though.
I'm focusing the lens of quantum energy down to my specific slipstream of time.
Fuck yeah. I'm down.
Like I'm narrowing down,
I'm down.
Like the deck I'm going to finish in is my deck, and I'm getting to the
And
deck
you
right now.
and you don't believe in magic.
Because that's just real. That's just actually how the world works. I didn't say I didn't believe in magic. I said I just defined what magic is. I don't believe in conventional magic. I believe in my own definition.
You don't
of magic.
believe in Wingardium Leviosa.
No, because that is literally made up.
Well, you're right. Have you a question for these cards?
Nope.
Really? Another super duper general?
Cards are going to speak to me, and I'm going to listen to them.
Wow.
So.
I don't know who this man is sitting on this couch. I did not expect today to go the way it did, man.
People are very surprising when put in front of this for the first time.
Yeah.
Wow. Lucky me.
I was going to say
Spread
I think
these-
so, but it'd be weird if I didn't know.
Spread these out for me. And of
These
course,
are very new. Like, are they new?
reasonably so. Yeah.
They glide. I can feel the air cushioning.
It's also the card, I think.
Yeah.
Whichever 3 you pick will be the right ones, and of course, for simplicity's sake, we will do another 3-card reading, past, present, and future.
Alright. Am I picking now?
You are picking now.
Cool. I'm gonna do the most basic bitch thing ever.
What's that?
Top one, bottom one, middle one.
Ooh.
Look at that. Look at that.
If there was a rule book, there isn't. If there was a rule book, you may just have broken one in it. Yeah. Let's set these out to the side. We don't need them. So, the past card might be yesterday, might be last year, might be a reminder of something, might be a new way of looking at something. Maybe it's something that you don't actually know about yet.
I might time travel in the future, therefore this is also the future and the past simultaneously.
I really hope not, because that makes things super complicated for me right now.
Yeah.
It could be something you don't know yet. It could be something that you like is a secret, or it could be a different way of looking at things. I guess not having a question means that it could be anything, which does make it a little bit harder for me, but also easier because confirmation bias. I.e., if I throw out 100 hooks, there's a pretty good chance that you'll be like, of
It's
course.
also survivorship bias, isn't it, as well? The opposite part of it.
I guess so. Yeah. No, I guess so.
Well, because it's it's the opposite. So
With all of those things in mind, I won't try and detract from the magic of the experience anymore. Flip over your first card, the past card.
magician.
Oh, fuck yeah!
How suiting.
Honestly, I was saying the mages. This is the second card in the deck. If you go through them all in order, the Fool, which is the guy that you see on these lovely artworks here, is the first card, and the second one is the Magician. So the Fool and the orders that they're in is important. But anyway, the Magician is the ultimate. He's the master of his trade. He has the tools at his disposal, and here you can see.
I've noticed he has a figure 8, like he is infinite, he is all, kind of thing. I'm just seeing that symbology right there. To me, that figure 8 means like infinite, meaning all encompassing. So, I don't know. Well, he's out shit.
Yeah, good. This is. It means the same thing for him that it meant for strength and no, the hermit didn't have one. That it meant for strength in Jordy's reading. It's a quality. It's an attribute that travels with you. In all of the major arcana cards, I'm fairly certain the Magician is the only one that actually contains the symbology of the 4 suits within it. Cups, pentacles, swords, and wands. Those are the 4 suits that you'll see in the minor arcana. Pentacles we saw in Jordy's reading. It's tools. He has mastered the use of his tools, of his trade, whatever it is. It's the difference between that is to say that is being the magician. The magician is also something that you can experience. Like if you were to stand inside a cathedral and just be in complete awe at the scope, the engineering scope, if you want.
Yeah.
As an individual, though, he is kind of like a charlatan, think parlor tricks, like not necessarily. It could be. There is an element of deception in a very good-natured way, like sort of look over here and the magic is happening over here.
Yeah,
but
like the literal kind of sense of it, like interpreting it as a magician, I guess.
Yeah. As well as figuratively, he's someone that's rather proficient at what he's doing. It is up to you to decide how that relates to your past.
I don't know if I actually have an answer for that one. I can't really.
Can I just
explain
throw
it
back
well
to when you just said an hour ago on the podcast
What?
that you are your tools?
Wow, yeah. That's cray.
Remember
Sorry.
that?
That's kind of crazy,
Yeah, I do.
actually. Yeah, wow.
That's the first thing I thought. as
Thanks,
soon as that.
Jordy.
Wow. we
That's-
should.
We would be an
Insert
unstoppable
clip.
force.
Things mostly for my own like self validation, if you will. Like, hey, I can do this, and I've done it, and it felt great to do that.
That's the best type. I don't argue.
So I'm very much like succinct in that. Like my garage is just full of like equipment and like tools and materials, and I just like making things. And most things I never finish, or most things I never like release or have anything else document. And that's. I mean, I'm saying that without my tools, I am nothing. So.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
Without my
good.
creation, I am nothing. But I don't think.
That's kind of crazy, actually. Yeah. I like how I said the thing about the figure 8, and then you suddenly were like, oh, all the tools, all encompassing, and I like said infinite, like all encompassing as well. So, yeah, a lot of symbology, like a lot of alignments, which I find pretty cool.
I always this is a very humbling, on a very serious note, this is always an extremely humbling experience for me. I need to do very little when this is going on. Honestly, I feel at most like
I feel like you're underselling yourself because you're like explaining all this, you're framing it, you're putting it into context. I think you're doing the bulk of the work here, to be honest. And I thank you for that. Not like you're controlling the situation, more like you're putting into a context where it can be humbling. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh, guys, stop it! Turn your next card over.
Okay, cool.
Quickly, I'm going to put my serious reader cat on.
This
Oh,
one is
the sun.
The sun, praise it.
Yeah, that's nice. Without
Yeah.
let me try it again.
Oh yeah. I got it for a second.
It's all right.
The sun, relates to the conscious mind, things that are seen, things that are known. There is none of that in this particular card. There is none of that like mysterious alter ego, subconscious Freudian bullshit. This card is the opposite of that. A high masculine energy, which confidence, assertiveness, being, let's say, outwardly organized, avoiding the negative connotations of traditional masculinity. We're talking about the positives. High masculine energy.
Yeah.
Gender doesn't really mean anything in a tarot deck, but strangely enough, this card relates to masculine energy, and it's the kind that can be found within all of us. I'm talking to you two ladies.
Oh, right.
Yeah, because these are our viewers. The same way that there are cards that speak about the female energy within all of us, but it's taking control as well of yourself, of your conscious mind, and again, very much up to you to decide how it relates to your present. What do you see, and how does it make you feel?
The insights.
That's some low-hanging fruit.
I don't know.
Right there. How does that make you feel?
I don't feel very masculine, to be honest. I've never kind of... What was Annie there? I never feel it really drifted between any kind of energy in that form, like masculine or like feminine energy. So I don't know how to interpret that one. So I don't
makes
know.
complete fucking sense to me.
Can you explain it then, please?
Well, because the first thing you said is that it was.
I said
Conscious.
praise the sun, Jordy.
No,
Praise
you
be
said-
to the
you
sun.
said it
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
mostly conscious thought.
Oh, I should have got.
Did you not?
I did. Yeah, it's conscious thought.
And that definitely sums you up. I would say because you.
Call me big brain.
I guess.
Okay.
You I don't know how to explain this one as well because I don't have a thing that you said on the podcast to refer it back
Is
to.
Tom
I
the
could
sun?
be under the spell
Is Tom
right
the
now.
sun?
I don't know. It just makes sense in my head. I can't explain this one as much. But
It's just a vibe.
it could just be because I'm still coming off my one. I don't know. I've been affected by
could
this
be.
now.
You're a tarot card.
I am
Like
going
a
to learn how to do
disease.
this. I've decided.
I don't. If you don't know how to relate it to your own life, I certainly don't either.
Yeah. Well, he seems to understand what it relates because, I don't know, he just understands
I
the
suppose
stuff.
out
I
of all
guess.
of them, the middle one is the
We lack perspective on the
there's
present.
there's variables at play in the past and the future, but not in the present
Yeah.
one as much. If that makes sense. I don't know.
I think it does.
Yeah. I'm
It's,
interested to see what the future one is.
It's very much about hindsight.
Yeah.
Like, you can always... you drink and then in the moment you're like, hey, I shouldn't have drank after I drank, so... I don't know if that makes sense.
dawn, beginnings, growth, things that are revealed by the sunlight. Have there been any big?
Realization.
Have you had any like self growth or discovery moments lately where you thought, oh well, fuck, that was always there, wasn't it?
I mean, like mini moments, but I don't know about any like huge realization. I'm sure if I look back on it and be like, hey, that happened.
It's
Yeah.
supposed to be present.
So,
We
Well,
might
no-
need to we might need to visit this one off camera.
yeah. Okay. Okay. We'll do an investigation on that one.
Yeah, further investigation required. Let's see what lies in the future.
Cups.
The Knight of Cups. This is a good one.
This one's about Cuphead, right?
This is about cups, yeah.
The profession.
There you have it. There you have it. Again, don't hate if you're a tarot aficionado and you just saw me flip that inversion. I told you I don't run them. That's enough.
You cheat me, bro?
Stop it. No, not at all.
Okay.
Some people would have said that this, as it's being seen by you, means a different thing to this.
I'm interested. Okay, so these are Arcana ones? Both of these are?
Major Arcana,
Okay, because I've noticed the ones with the numbers, I guess, are the different ones.
Minor Arcana.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah. So minor arcana relate. These relate to supposedly bigger happenings in our lives.
Is Arcana literally like the actual like arcane like Latin word? Is that what it translates to? Like
It means
like magical like
magic.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Running out of bikes. We're running out of bikes.
I
We
feel
gotta
like
drop.
a guy. I feel like the guy with the red string when I'm just like, do you see now?
Yeah.
The Knight of Cups. The knight is always. The knight's always traveling. He's always in motion. He bears a message with a lot of intent. He's being sent on a quest. Cups relates to the element of water. Relates to the concept of human emotion. The Knight of Cups is on an emotional quest. He is looking for something emotional in nature. If this were a relationship reading, which it's not, but if it was, this card would suggest
Divorce.
no.
Yeah.
No.
Just joking.
If you were a single guy, it could mean. I would have to ask you questions about your intent and like what your own sort of metacognitive perceptions on your love life to
Yeah.
sort of get down to the bottom of it. But he's looking for something, or he's about to find it. Maybe.
What explain what the cup is again? Like, what is the cup in this kind of? What does the cup represent?
Emotions.
Okay, cool. All right.
And the element of water, which they will always carry through in symbology, but the element of water and the concept of human emotion. As opposed to rational thought, as opposed to drive or spirit, it is feelings. Love, hate, fear, guilt, grief, contentment. And that's your future.
Okay, thank you.
That's okay, no worries.
I'm looking forward to it, I guess. Either way, it will happen. So I guess there's no denying it.
Or if you believe in predeterminism, it's already happened already.
Well, yeah, it's a bit of a preset kind of thing. So, you know.
This is quite an exciting. I think this is the most exciting one.
I was going to ask you any thoughts, but then I realized you're not a time traveler. So why am I asking you?
I have thoughts.
Okay, go
Actually,
on
tarot
then.
reading.
Please
Let's
tell
do it.
Because you said
I would like to know about
the
myself.
sun is the surface level. You are the surface level in your present time, and you are learning to be more in touch with your emotions and flow more.
I
in
feel
the
like I'm
future.
pretty in touch with my emotions in NGO.
That's
That might be
that's
like
my hot
that
take.
might be insider friend knowledge that I don't have a
Yeah,
good
I'd be,
beat
I'm
on.
just saying,
I
like,
would be
that's how I
concerned if you
interpret
did.
it. Is that, I mean, it's me interpreting it because I'm gonna have different to you, so it's what you interpret it as, but that's just how I see it.
I don't-
It's for you. I don't want my words to cloud what you take away from it.
I guess I'm just not a very good tarot card receptor, I guess. I feel like the first one was... I feel like it's a gradient kind of sloping off, which I guess would make sense since the past is like the more succinct. The present is currently happening, the future is like still...
The
to
past
be
is probably
decided.
the thing that you feel as if you understand the most about yourself.
Yeah, I'd like to think I understand the past. So I guess that kind of makes sense. It's a bit of a I don't know. There's a word for it. So yeah, I enjoyed that there.
There you have it, man.
Okay, you looked like the sun there for a second. That or the sun means Dark Souls because praise the sun.
Oh.
Okay, I like that though. That was a fun experience.
I
Thank
am
you.
gonna learn to do that.
You're gonna learn to do
I
that.
just decided.
Well, I could teach.
So there you go. That's our future right there. It was
It might be. I hope
yeah, like, and it's already been predetermined as it happens. So
It's a good thing there's not a clock literally sitting there to show like the exact time in
the
your card.
continuity. It's melting like a Salvador Dali painting.
There is like the spoon. There is no clock. So
fun was had. We thank you, Tom, put it there for reading our
Bless you guys.
futures.
As I said,
And-
it's always a very humbling experience.
And I have decided because of this that I will be learning to do this as well. So there you go. This was fun. Hope you like the podcast and this video. Goodbye now.
okay.